Today we're flying a Boeing 757, but every time we fly, the wing gets 20% smaller. How many times can we take off? This is the 757 with its originally sized wings. It's all looking good. We've got huge winglets and we've got loads of performance. After all, we've got the very strong engines of the 757, so lifting off the ground isn't really a problem anywhere, ladies and gentlemen, but it's about to be one. I'm not lying, we're gonna make the wing 20%. Oh my god, we can already see quite a difference, ladies and gentlemen. So far this doesn't seem super off. Something I can tell is that there's supposed to be lights here. We can tell how much the wing has really shrunk. It just looks a little weird and makes the plane look a little bit longer. We should be able to fly still. The engines now do look kind of big. So let's go full power now and see, does this plane fly? My reckon is that while this plane could be able to fly faster because of less drag, it also needs a lot more speed to generate lift. So let's go ahead and see if we're gonna be able to take off. Yeah, so far, not an issue at all. And what I like very much is how much this plane can bank now, especially in comparison, because we still have the huge horizontal stabilizer, as well as the rudder. This plane flies very nicely. You know, last time we tried the experiment of growing the wing whenever we would take off, but that was more problematic, and actually we were crashing. That was more problematic because I ended up not being able to control the plane very well at all. Before we go on and fly any further though, I really want to make the wing 20% smaller. Even still, okay, there we go. This is now a proper challenge, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, all right, there we go. Now we're not being able to fool anybody. Maybe I should have placed the wings a little bit further back to support the landing gear. In fact, the wing might be a little bit too far in front now. I really want to see how well does this airplane fly. I mean, everything works still. The spoilers are set. This just looks very bad. This just doesn't look very safe. Let's see. I think this plane is just going to need a lot of speed. Something I'm going to put out is the flaps all the way down. Because they're so small now, these little tiny cute flaps, it doesn't really matter in terms of drag. See, the plane takes off with a little bit of an issue. Take off, generate lift, sir. Yes, there we, yeah, yes. Slight overrun, but there we go. We've actually made it. We can put the landing gear up. And now we've got a plane that is able to fly at incredibly high speeds, I imagine. Or at least it needs very, very high speeds. Look, we're now at 250 knots. Now this plane is quite happy. It's able to climb. It's able to generate lift. It just looks a little bit weird, doesn't it? Look at this. And of course, the rolling okay, never mind. The rolling capabilities isn't that good because, of course, the control surfaces have been reduced as well. This is how big the wing's supposed to be, and this is how big it really is. But the plane flies. It just needs a lot of speed, but it can generate that. Look, 360 knots. That wouldn't be possible to accelerate this fast normally. Let's go ahead and see if we can come in for a landing with this airplane. / also, how much speed does it really need? Okay. Got some passengers screaming because of our G-loads. We're now at 380 knots. Let's try to slow down. The problem is the spoilers aren't necessarily useful anymore because they're so small, but the plane flies extremely well for the looks, you know? My question really is, can we fly this thing at like, what, 100 and something knots? Or does it need an Oh yeah, it needs a lot of speed. So we're now at 250 knots, and I'm really... Okay, we need more speed. At 250 knots, we need definitely a lot more speed in order to stay afloat, which is incredible. Let's go ahead and land this plane now. So we kind of made a bit of a Concorde. That's pretty much the same thing, right? So there we go. Let's go ahead and stop. Let's land it now and stop it. See if that's possible. Okay, that's been a bit of a hard landing. No trouble, though. We can put the reverse thrust out. And as you can see, that works. This is, after all, the very powerful engines with a mix of the brakes. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. We have cooked the brakes, but we've been able to do a full flight. I want to stretch this out. But negatively, how small can the wings really get? For this, we might want to pick a longer runway. Maybe something like John F. Kennedy Airport with its extraordinary 4.5 kilometer long runway. This way, we can definitely see, can this plane fly? Or does this plane die when we do this? Okay, I kind of was able to fix the engine location. I put them a little bit behind. Problem is that messed up a little bit. It doesn't matter. What matters is that this is completely physically simulated. This thing looks like a little bit of like a T-Rex dinosaur, you know? Let's see. Come on. This is basically just a flying fuselage now. The wing is practically not much bigger than the horizontal stabilizer, so this will be interesting. This plane will, once it goes, go like a rocket. I mean, look at the acceleration here. So much less drag coming from the wing, but if I just leave this here, we definitely need the whole runway before we even can think about lifting off. Okay, 220 knots, 250 knots. We probably need more. I think the biggest problem really is now the tires. They won't be able to handle much more, but there we go. After using all runway, we are able to generate some lift. Actually, I really genuinely did not expect that. Let's go and put the landing gear up, and so we can climb high like never seen before, and especially gain speeds like never seen before. Look, we can definitely overspeed the aircraft now, since the wing is not really a stress factor anymore. Yeah, it says overspeed. I don't buy that. I'm pretty sure this plane might be able, though this nose isn't very pointy and the engines aren't able to take in all that air, it might be able to even go supersonic a little bit. I mean, after all, we're now flying at Mach 0.8. Boom, at 11,000 feet. Look at how quickly we're gaining speed in real time. The trim is nicely working. Geez, I might have made a plane better. Now, fuel is a bit of a problem. We're low on fuel because we can't really fit much fuel now. Anyway, Mach 0.9 at 11,000 feet. I hope you realize how fast this really is. Not even want to think about what happens when I go take this plane up a few thousand feet. We can't really reach higher speeds than Mach 0.95. Once again, the engines can't do that. We need smaller ones, some turbojet engines. But other than that, this experiment is going extremely well. I've just spawned into an approach, and obviously flying this airplane at 160 knots is absolutely impossible. Right, so we definitely need like 250 at least, something like that. All right, there we go. This plane now feels a lot more comfortable. Let's go and put the flaps down. They probably don't make much difference. Oh, we need more speed. We need more speed. This airplane is sinking. It doesn't have enough lift. Yes. Anyway, we have done it. We're flying. Look at this. We just need like 300 knots at least, which make this plane would be kind of illegal to fly now, but below 10,000 feet because we're so fast. No. Whoa, that is very close to crashing into the ground. We just dodged a bullet there. Okay, now they're landing at 290 knots, ladies and gentlemen. Very relaxed. This is all very, very well. We just need to stop now. We need all the braking power that we can get in the world, which means that every landing will cook the airplane. Oh yeah, that is very cooked landing gear, ladies and gentlemen. But we've been able to stop. I'm very excited about that. You know, everybody, there is a reason why the general airplane trend is to make wings that are bigger, higher aspect, because they're able to create more lift, so they're more efficient. This thing is an extremely bad idea. Let's go and make it even worse. One more time, 20%. See, can this airplane fly? We now need to change where the engines are at, because this doesn't fit otherwise. Good. Okay, this is the final straw. This wing is smaller than the actual horizontal stabilizer. Also been able to fix the buggy issues. Let's go ahead and take off. Right. We might want to put the flaps down. Oh, see how adorable these tiny flaps are. Oh, they're coming out. Great. I mean, we were able to gain speed very quickly. But I think the propulsion of the engine's creating more lift now than the actual wing. Do you know what I mean? So I guess that's interesting. Oh, I think this airplane is already ready to fly. Yes. Yeah, especially with the flaps all the way down, this thing can already create lift. Oh, never mind. It's given up. Uh-oh. Take off, take off. You've got all the runway you want. Yes. It just needs more and more speed. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very impressed by this aircraft. At flaps fully deployed, it's able to still fly at 280 knots. Kind of. Fly, please. You're getting lower and lower to the ground. I don't like that. Please, go. You're at an incredible speed, 340 knots. You should be able to somewhat generate lift to take out. Come on, you can do it, little airplane. Yes. And it is able to do it. Hey, great. Oh, look at the little wing flex happening here. I mean, it works. I really want this to not work. How many more? How many more of those can we do, I wonder? Let's do 20%. Let's do 30% to, make it a little bit more interesting. I mean, honestly, guys, there is no actual way this will work. We're now actually, in terms of surface, smaller than our horizontal stabilizer. Like, at this point, you might as well just fly without any wings at all. Let's go. Let's go. I'm really surprised by this airplane, though, I must say. Let's see if it's able to fly. Probably not. It gains speed quite quickly. It's got some fuel issues, some fuel pump issues as well. Let's see. This is now, come on, maybe it's, yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah, no, 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 oh. Maybe at some point. I think we might have reached the limit here a little bit. There's no way this is going to be able to fly in any situation. I mean, we can put this at like what, 10,000 feet and make it fly all the knots we can give it, and it's just not going to generate lift anyway. We've basically made a literal flying pencil, which even at an incredible speed of 350 knots still flies down like a rocket, unable to create any lift at all. So what have we learned? The obvious. You need quite a lot of wing, but you don't need all of wing, that is for sure. If you symmetrically cut off parts of the wing of this airplane, it can fly quite a lot better than you might think. So thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow as always. Good night. The special thanks goes out to my members, my supporters, Guns Killer, R27, James Ram, that dude, Anime Gods of Gaming, Derek, Insider Plane, Nishijutsu Finder, Professional Jamal, Ryland Williams, and New the York. You've got beautiful names.